I mean, there's so many, but I think my biggest moments are when they experience their first everything with us, you know, whether it's walking for the first time, seeing the ocean for the first time was one of our biggest ones with one of our little guys, calling Josh dad for the first time. Like, there's just a lot of moments, sweet moments that you didn't think you'd ever get to.
Talking to the biological parents, whether it's at court or at a meeting of any kind, and they're so distraught that they don't have their child, but then they thank us for actually bringing them into our home and providing such a good place for them that it puts their mind at ease that they have a decent home to go to and good people caring for them. Foster care was something that's always weighed on me. Growing up, some of my family members ended up in foster care, and it was something that we wanted to be able to bring them in and help with, which we never did at that time. But
it took a few years before we decided that this was our season of, you know, doing this with our family. And I think the most rewarding for me personally was seeing my own kids being impacted by this, and in a positive way. Whenever children came through the door, our children were very welcoming, very loving, very accepting of them, regardless of where they had been.
It seems to have gotten our kids to think more about other people and putting themselves into others' shoes and thinking about where those kids came from and being more appreciative of what they do have and what they're able to do.
Honestly, I think my relationship with God has grown a lot in this, throughout this process. There are times, yeah, where you just have to pray and pray hard for good things to come or for God's plan to, you know, just work in these children and work in our own children and our own family. And so, yeah, I mean, I feel like throughout this process it has definitely grown a lot stronger.
So we got into foster care in order to show some other kids what we thought would be a better life, something that they hadn't experienced, going to church, going on special events, being part of a loving family. That happened, but it was truly changing us, making us look in on ourselves and reflect on how we treated our own kids, how we brought our own family along to events. You have to trust that God is planned and that this is what He intended, and that you've impacted the children while you did have them, and that He'll continue to work in them throughout the rest of their life.
Do you think it would be good if other families were foster families?
Yes, because then they could also help them. Like the kids that we did have that had to go to other foster families, and we're still in contact with them, but some of them aren't. And I know other foster kids that still need homes. So I think it would really be good for them to actually finally have a family and stuff.
That's awesome. You girls did amazing. Great job. Thank you so much.